Welcome to More Than a Few Words, a marketing conversation. This is your host, Lorraine Ball. And today I'm celebrating a milestone because this is episode 1200. Yup, 1200 conversations, monologues, ideas, and probably more than a few opinions along the way. My mother said I was born talking, so honestly, this shouldn't surprise anyone. But still, 1200. It feels like it deserves a moment because milestones matter. And not just numbers, they're markers along the road, little signposts that say, hey, look, see how far you've come. And maybe take a minute to think about where you're going next. And I've been doing exactly that. I've been digging in the archives, listening to some early episodes. Cringing occasionally, smiling a lot. And over the next few days, I'm going to share a few of those with you that I've cleaned up just a little bit. Looking back is useful. It gives you a chance to celebrate what worked, the ideas that landed, and the moments where you got it right, even if it was just by accident. But it also gives you a little distance from the things that didn't work out. And at least in my case, there were a few. They aren't failures. They were experiments. And with time and perspective, it's easy to see not just what didn't work, but why. That's part of the value of a milestone. It gives you the space to step back, see the bigger picture, and take the lessons forward. Because as you're evaluating your milestone and celebrating, you want to turn around and you want to look ahead. Where do you want to go next? Sometimes that next step is a big pivot, a new offer, or maybe it's letting go of something that doesn't quite fit anymore. So what new ideas are calling your name? What projects have been sitting on the back burner, just waiting for a little attention? Milestones are also times to say, you know what? Everything is working exactly right. And I don't want to change anything now. That's okay. There's no rule that says you have to change everything just because you hit a milestone. But whatever you decide, whatever direction you choose, do not let that milestone go unknown. Do not let that milestone go unnoticed. You don't have to wait for 1,200 episodes. Maybe your milestone is 5 years in business, or 100 podcast episodes, or your first big client. Those are big deals too. Celebrate them. Pause long enough to recognize what you've built. Decide what comes next, and then set your sights on that next milestone down the road when you'll have another chance to reflect, to celebrate, and reimagine what comes next. This has been another episode. No, not just another episode. This has been the 1200th episode of More Than a Few Words. Thanks for listening.